story that will change your life. It's a story called Two Monks and a Lady. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and action. Why did I say action? Oops. Alright. So, long ago, there were two monks, a senior monk and a junior monk. They were traveling. And usually they travel for a long time, long distance across different regions of the country to pass, to teach, to spread their teachings to others. And so one day, while they were reaching this raging river, and the junior monk, as usual, was looking at YouTube videos and stuff, and the senior monk was a more serious person. So usually he didn't have a smartphone and whatnot with him. Alright, he just focused on his journey. So, and at this river, they saw a woman, a lady, standing by the raging river, and it was clear that she has concern about crossing the river, afraid that she might drown. And so, the junior monk, as he was about to reach the river, the senior monk pulled him back because he was busily looking at YouTube videos until he nearly forgot that there was a river in front. Alright, so the senior monk just gave the junior monk a death stare. Alright, this is not important, but the junior monk, seeing the lady by the river, he stared at her for a long time, and then he just crossed the river. Alright, he just happily crossed the river and continued and stood waiting on the other side waiting for the senior monk. And the senior monk, he also stared at the lady for a long time. Time seemed to have fallen out of mind and awareness. And then he just approached the lady and asked to carry her, and initiated to help her across. The lady thanked the monk, and so the senior monk just lifted the lady on his back, and then just crossed the river like that. And after he crossed, he just put her down and carried on his way. And the junior monk, his eyes would fill with doubt and question and a bit of rage, if you will. He could understand why the senior monk would do such a thing, because monks, one of the monks, there are a lot of regulations in the monks community, and one of them was not to not have any physical contact with women. This is to cultivate their mind and sort of to teach the mind, to cultivate the mind to not to be attached, sexually attached, to women. a sort of respect to women, because physical touch, I mean, women shouldn't be touched lightly. You kind of, if you're a woman, right? Oops. I said the wrong thing, or maybe I said the right thing. Do you agree? You agree, right? So you agree? Yes, and agree. Okay. Okay, and so where was I? The junior monk. He was filled with questions of, so why would a respectable monk like his senior monk here touch a woman? Not just touch, carry her on his back. So the junior monk, he tried to search for the answers online, YouTube, Google, X, formerly Twitter, and being it's not Google, and Instagram, Facebook, but he couldn't find the answer. Why would a monk, touch a woman and be so nonchalant about it, and carry on walking like nobody's business? And so he couldn't take it anymore. He just went over to the senior monk and with heavy breath and footsteps of doom, and he asked the senior monk, "I am senior, I have something to ask you." The senior monk said, "Alright, junior monk, junior, what is it that you want to ask?" And the junior monk said, "Well, just what at the river side, the woman, the lady, you see, carry on, but what, I'm not supposed to touch a woman, but what among not woman, and what do you do? What do you do? And the senior monk said, again, what do you say? And the junior monk composed himself. Okay, what I want to ask is, sorry, just now the women you carried, we monks are not supposed to touch women, but just now what happened? I just saw the most outrageous thing in my life. You carried a woman, not just touch, but carried her, lifted her, put her on your back, and just like two very close friends walk over the river, cross the river. What does that mean? Do you have no respect for the monk's code? What do we do? Okay, the senior monk said, calm down, hear me out, alright? Just now, after crossing the river, I already put down the lady a long way back. Why are you still carrying her around? And the junior monk said, and the junior monk basically fell silent and had nothing to say. The end. Do you know what this story means? I think you do, but just in case you don't, the moral of the story is a lot of people, like this junior monk, they dwell on the past. They dwell on the past over something they have done, something they have seen, and they judge. And even that thing is already over. It's long gone, but they are still carrying the burden of the past, of that thing that happened in the past. But while this senior monk, what he did was he knew he need to do this to help the lady. But his mind was free of attachment. He wasn't distracted by the fact that he was this sexual attachment didn't cross his mind at all. He just wanted to help the woman, even though it might mean him being reported to the community, to the head of the temple. You know, after he, you see, after he put out the lady past the river, he didn't think of her at all. Okay, but the junior monk, even though he didn't touch the lady, his mind was burdened by the lady, by his attachment to the lady, his attachment to the idea of sexual attachment. So sometimes what this teaches us, actually it can be applied to a lot of different aspects, you know. Whether it's judgment of others or of ourselves, or hanging to the past of something that others did or we did. If it's us, it might be something in the past that we did that we regretted. We regretted and we feel guilty about. But what done is done. You shouldn't keep punishing yourself over it, keep brooding over it. What you need to do is just do what you need to do, just like this senior monk. Don't be distracted by ideas, by judgment and stuff that does more harm than good, and just do the thing that is fruitful, that is constructive, that will help you, and in doing so help others as well. Because if we don't clear things up within ourselves, how are we going to help others, right? And also sometimes when others do something that we don't approve of, be someone on TV, or a celebrity or public figure or anyone around us, and if we keep hanging on to what that person did and judge him or her, judge them, instead of that person being wrong, being unskillful in their actions, it becomes us that's the wrong one. You know what I mean? Because someone might do something and then you will not do it again, or someone might do something that isn't even wrong. It might not even be what you think, but because of your perception, our perception, we keep hanging on to the idea that this person is like so and so. We despise this kind of action, and we keep talking about it. We keep brooding over it, and we become the hostile one, the hostile mind. So is very important. Just keep your mind peaceful. Alright? What past is past. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong. Anything that happened in the past is past. Even if it's right, we shouldn't keep talking about it. Oh, we did this thing that's right. Oh, I'm going to tell you a story like, oh, what I did. This great thing that I did. Oh, you shouldn't. If it's a bad thing, you think it's a bad thing, then that hurt others. You know it's bad, don't do it again. But don't keep brooding over it and telling yourself you are a bad person. Because of this thing you have done in the past. You are marked for eternity. You are Doctor Doom. Alright? You are Thanos. Alright? You are Venom. You are you're basically a generic villain for the rest of your life. No, you shouldn't. Just live in the present, learn from the past, and move on. Move on. And yeah, be good. Be patient with yourself. Whatever it is. Okay, I think this video has gone on for far more longer than I expected. Alright, so just wish you a very good rest, and I hope you learned something from this story.